Welcome to the SysTools MailXaminer version 4.8.5 Features and Functionality video series. In this video, we will discuss tags, managing tags, and then we will finish with a discussion and demonstration of marking files as privileged. Starting with tags. Tagging is a common feature that you will find in most e-discovery forensic analysis tools. Tags can play a significant role if there are a large number of emails to examine, as we may need to separate the emails that are important for one reason or another. We can create tags for the file items in the case, or we can create an empty parent tag that we can nest subtags under for organizational purposes. To demonstrate tags, we start by clicking the tag icon on the toolbar at the top of the interface. When the options appear, we'll choose the option to add tag. When we do this, we see the Add Tag window. Here we click Create, and in the new tag window we can name our tag and we can give it a description. When we are finished, we can click Save, and we will see the message that says the tag was created successfully. When we click OK, we now see the pictures tag that we just created in the Add Tag window. Next, we will nest subtags under this parent tag. To demonstrate this, we'll go over to the Media tab. We'll expand the custodian, and in this case we want pictures. So once the custodian is expanded, we will click on the Images container. Once the pictures are listed, we can change our view under Options so we can see the images. For our first tag, we will select the dog pictures. We can use Windows functionality here by clicking on the Control key and selecting the pictures that we want to tag. Once we've made our selection, we can right-click and choose the option to add tag. In the Add Tag window, we will click Create, and for the tag name, we will call this Dog Pictures. At the bottom of the window, we have the option to nest the tag. When we click that option and hit the drop-down, we can see the tags that are already created. For this tag, we want to nest it under our Pictures tag. We select that tag and we click Save. We can see the message that says the tag is created successfully. When we click OK, we are back in the Add Tag window. The last step is to check mark the tag where you want these pictures to appear. We will select the subtag called Dog Pictures and we will click Save. Once we've done that, we will see a message that tells us the number of items that we tagged. Next, we will demonstrate a second way to tag file items. For the second example, we will choose Tag from the toolbar and we will choose the option to add tag. We'll click the Create button, and for this subtag, we'll call it Rhino Pictures. Once we've named it, we'll choose the option to nest the tag. From the drop-down, we will choose our parent tag of Pictures and we will click Save. We will see the message that says the tag was created successfully. Once we click OK, we see the Rhino's Pictures tab listed in the Add Tag window. Once our tag is created, we can add items to that tag. Here we will select the Rhino Pictures. Once we've made our selections, we can right-click, choose Tag, Add Tag, and pick the subtag of Rhino Pictures. When we click Save, those items will be tagged as well. Once we have tagged all of our files, to see the items that we have tagged, we can click on the Tags tab. Here we can use the evidence tree to select tags for viewing, exporting, removing the tag, managing privileges, and so on. Next, we will discuss and demonstrate managing privileged items. One of the major costs in e-discovery is the document review process. These costs are often exacerbated by the efforts undertaken to avoid the inadvertent production of privileged files. The project management team will typically run predetermined search terms and criteria which will be related to privileged data against the collection of documents to pre-categorize them for a secondary review. During these types of reviews, the team that performs the initial review, called a first pass review, will also identify potentially privileged documents and categorize them accordingly using tags in the document review tool. In MailXaminer, we can search keywords and other criteria to identify the privileged file items. Once these items are identified, we can then use MailXaminer to mark them as privileged using the Mark as Privileged option. To demonstrate this, we can start in the Tags tab. Here we see the files that were identified that need further review. If we determine that the dog pictures, for instance, are privileged, we can check mark the dog pictures and click the Mark as Privileged option in the toolbar. Once we do that, we will see the picture name preceded by a lock icon. In addition to marking these files with the lock icon, these files will not be available for export from the evidence dataset. If we do try to export these, we will see the files that are locked will not get exported. The exclude reason will be because the files are marked as privilege. This concludes this SysTools MailXaminer features and functionality video. For more information, please visit www.mailexaminers.com. Thank you for watching.